relative design. So this is going to show you how you can easily do face accurate trigger marks from kick or snare or something like that. So this does not work with cymbals, but it does work with snares and kicks, toms, something that has a very clear transient. So I'm going to zoom in just a hair, so we can see that we have a kick in track right here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add two group tracks, two mono tracks, and I'm going to move them both. So these are basically same as aux tracks in Pro Tools, so whatever your DAW uses for them as names, it doesn't really matter. So what we are going to do here is that we are going to solo this kick drum. And we can hear that we have a bit of bleed there, but that doesn't really matter because we can figure out that later. So now what we want to do is that we take a send from here to both of these groups. And we will send them at the same level. And personally I prefer to use prefader, because you will print this stuff so it doesn't really affect your stuff what will end. So now we can turn this down. So now what will happen is that it's just increasing in volume by 3 dB. Alright, so nothing special there. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to use some sort of envelope shaper plugin. There's plenty. There's my old favorite, the SPL Transient Designer. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to use the one that comes stuck, the envelope shaper. And what we don't want to do now, I'm going to copy this here in case there is some sort of latency caused by the plugin and it's not registering. And the other one will stay as it is. And what we will do is that we will now flip the polarity of the first aux track. And what happens is that they will null each other out. But when we increase the attack time, we get these transients. And this is what we want. And now we will print this out. Transient. And wave. And mono. And use the project folder. Export. Make a new audio track. Alright, now it's printed out and we can remove our extra track. And now we have done a phase accurate trigger track for our slate trigger or whatever you prefer to use. So let's try how it works. If you have any problems with, making the triggering correct, what you can also do before you send these, so in the first insert slot in the kick track, what you can do is that you can try to get rid of anything that's causing the bleed. So we basically don't need much of that. We only need this stuff. So if we now export the transient again, so like that, and solo these, we get a better reading of we get a better trigger transient. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments about this technique, please write them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching and make good music.